Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Taken from just outside the 30. And bulldozing his way through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A Dolphin first down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot Danny Amendola. First carry for Frank Gore, the newest and oldest Dolphin. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Gore. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
Go. 30. 30 hot.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
5-0, 5-0. Lead.
Dalton here from the gun. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Over here. Regular. There you go, 368.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Toss play to Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
They'll start the drive with Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Drake, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Counterplay, Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to give into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
20.
Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Vincent Ray in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll begin here with Bernard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run, and I love what they're doing. Plugging up everything inside, hard to make way, and then they can run to the perimeter and shut you down that way as well.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Heavy. 59.
Dalton sets up play action. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And this one's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Heavy. Go. We're good.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Dalton. That was hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Spins past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called row stem right or row stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
There you go, 368.
From midfield here, Dalton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. William Hayes able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Dalton now to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
There you go, 368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On the give, this is Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off play action, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
4 down. 52-44. Get ready for 57 over there.
Dalton off play action. His throw incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Over here. Yes.
To throw again. Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Dalton throwing on second down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 36. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gore. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tannehill now on the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker Preston Brown there to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Heavy. Lead. 52-44. Get ready for 57 over there. Over here. Yes. Go. On the ball.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
368.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Here's the rookie from the U, Mark Walton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the toss, Bernard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So Dalton now. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down, Dalton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Andy Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. They find some open field here. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. Gore hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dalton's going to sneak it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 43. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
Now Dalton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And Dalton to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Miami, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.